Law Enforcement Pirate Radio Network. Radio Free Larry presiding.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Radio Free Larry.
All right, here we go again. Buckle up. Rough roads ahead. One thing about cooling off, though, the pollen starts kicking up. Now, one thing, it's another. I'm like Johnny and Ed McMahon all rolled into one. I do both bit parts. I guess not bit parts, but both parts. So again, it's like I said about Laura Loomer, she does some great investigations, but then she turns it into politics and it gets all whacked around. So I knew somebody was in the room next to me. But I never saw him. He just never showed up, So I'm like, what's going on there? It's kind of weird, You get all sorts of people, extended stays. People binging out on drugs and alcohol. You might not see them, right, for a while. But, you got to be careful because there's like sex trafficking and kidnapping and everything else. So, I'm like, what's going on? So the popo came to the door last night and he's pounding on all the doors. He's like, first I thought he said, is your name Childs? No. And he goes, are you not missing a child? I'm like, no. But the guy next door, well, I didn't know who it was, a guy or a gal. He came to his door. So I'm like, okay, somebody is in there. And he's gone again, I think. Oh, no, that's his vehicle. Oh, he's still there. He's like contractor or something. But, it's like never saw him. I'm like, I know somebody's in there. I didn't hear him, but if nobody's in a room, they open the shades. So the shades were closed. So that way, if somebody goes in the room, they can see it, Right. Yep. When they're doing their rounds or whatever it is. So the maintenance guy here, I brought up the fact that that vehicle was here, and he goes, "Oh shit!" He says, "We'll get in trouble if it's here." So he says, "I usually see him. I don't know what's going on." Because he says, I even know what kind of vehicle you drive. So he pretty much maintains a vigil on all the vehicles and knew the year and model of my vehicle and all that. Yeah. So he's going to look into it, I guess, tomorrow. It's just weird, and it's actually just starting to get the flat tire. He would probably notice it soon because it looks like that it's clean. Looks like if you don't look at the tires, like there's the leaves and the pine and all that. It's getting up underneath it, so it looks like it hasn't moved. Right. But you would think it would go, lose some air or something, and didn't. But if you look in the vehicle, that's when you know. And of course, if you look at the registration, license plate tag, it's expired by a month. Actually, over a month now. I mean, so much stuff in there. I'm like, I hope there's not a body in there or something. But it would be pretty difficult, unless it's a child or something. Right. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in there you can kind of see. Looked like somebody was living out of the vehicle and then just kind of left it or got arrested or whatever. 100%. That's usually what happens sometimes when those things get left behind. Somebody gets arrested and their vehicle's sitting somewhere. Right. But we haven't. I haven't. Everybody concurs. We haven't seen anybody related to that vehicle in months. Right. So it's really weird. Is the guy with the Mason wife looks very similar to the guy with the with the wild woman. I don't think he's got issues. He needs. I'm not a person to say people need psychological help, but if he's going to stay with that woman, he probably needs that. Because I really do believe he taunts her every so often, and it's probably drinking related. That's what I think. 100%. And she's just too young for me to really take care of her or anything like that, or even have move in as a friend. I'm not comfortable with that. Right. Well, they actually need to separate. That's probably what needs to happen until they, and now if they both go and do counseling or something, that might work. But because it's just horrible. I mean, it really is what I saw him do to her. I didn't realize what was going on. I thought it was just like around with her, but and then all of a sudden she had like 2 or 3 days of it. But the thing is, this is the point. This is the part that I didn't relate. She looked at me, right? Maybe I did before. And she says, "Nobody believes me. He's doing things to me." And that one night God showed me where he was tormenting her and she was crying. And if somebody's, and like for him, it's not, it's just, it could be funny, but for her, it's not, because she has a psychological issue. Right. I can't, I help him and I help her, but I can't bless the relationship. I tell him what to do and what not to do when I have a chance, but I just don't think it's good for either one of them to continue on in that way until they get somewhere. Now, if they both went to counseling and they were truthful about what was happening, again, I don't think he's going to be truthful. And what he's doing is, because she has a finding of mental illness, I think he's using that. And not to say like he's a horrible person. It's just, I guess it's a little immaturity, maybe. 100%. And the drinking, again, the drinking. I don't know. He knows he has a good woman. I just don't know why he can't get past. And maybe, again, immaturity. Again, I try to explain to him how it works. I don't know if he knows or not. 100%. Or he understands or not, should I say. Okay, he's triggering her. And he may think it's funny, but it doesn't work for her. Now, down the road, once recovery sets in for both of them, maybe it would be funny. Like at first, I thought it was kind of odd. She was crying and he's hiding. I just thought maybe she's just emotional, and and then when she was at the steps, he's, "Nobody's listening to me. He's doing something to me," and he is. 100%. Right. It's like somebody's there now, and she has. It's really weird because the spirit was like, I didn't know who it was. It's like it's saying that she's bipolar a little bit, and I'm like thinking, I didn't see that yet, and it happened tonight, and she's just like really like night and day from yesterday, right? And I'm just ready for tomorrow to be night and day from today. They operate me to make me look bipolar. 100%. And of course, you can. If somebody's doing that to you, you will have some ups and downs, right? 100%. Again, that's part of what they're trained to do, to imitate severe mental illness in their victims. My gosh. Anybody that would do it, it's got mental illness. I don't care if they say it's for money or not. I mean, I told you they never would have let me in or something like that, or I never had a chance. I guess I did. In the Marshal Service, again, if I would have turned on a coworker and did the ostracization thing, but that's irresponsible. Anybody carries a gun and you're going to ostracize and isolate them in a workplace, then you don't belong in that workplace. All 100%. Again, that's where the suicides came from. And again, that's how they would get somebody sexualized, alcoholized, narcoticized, etc. And then they open up the community again when they do what they want. I don't even know why I'm going this way. God's having me going this way for some reason. I don't remember ever driving this far this way. I guess I'm heading towards Missouri. Yeah, I'm kind of late returning this area. If I would have just returned to Missouri and Kansas, I probably would have had a better way. But, I do what God needs me to do, and that's it. 100%. But again, they're showing me false, and then they turn it on its head before it ever gets to be anything, and say I'm fantasizing about something. I mean, they're just sickos upon sickos. That's why the nation's so upside down. Nothing to do with bad. You put devils everywhere. 100%. Oh, here's the Popo. Popo! Mr. and Mrs. Popo! They're running a high intensity thing. All right, what was there? Healed. All right. Issues about moving into the city, and it's expanding a little bit, but is the fanaticism. It's just people that really don't know what to do with a dog and how to raise a dog are getting these dogs, and by the grace of God, it's not more dangerous than it already is. 100%. Go this way, God. I feel it, God. I don't know what it is, but I feel it. A lot of confusion here. You look at the sign there. What did I just turn on? I don't even know. This is Meadow Lake and Ward. So a little back up the road a little bit. I was like, what is this? And then the sign had all these arrows going different directions, and in the mind, something said confusion. So I'm confused. So who's the father of chaos and confusion? Satan. So when you see somebody that's confused, people get on that person like there's something wrong with them. Well, what is it? It's possession. Thank you, bro. It's a meat market around here. Heal in the name of Jesus. Thank you. All right, what's over here? I healed so many kids of color, it's not even funny. They get cursed so badly. Is that the Walmart over there? No. I forgot where I'm at. It's State Line Road. That's where I'm at. Thanks, bro. Well, I'm healing the McDonald's, and that's what came up. It'll be safer for the kids of color to get those demons out of there. Whoa! Looks familiar around here, but I think it's a different area. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm addicted to healing things. I don't think it's a bad addiction. Know what's wrong with Chase Bank? What crook was in Chase Bank that canceled my account? Do we know who it is yet? Okay, I think this is that other road. Right. I guess I went around there to heal that little area down there. And you can heal the confusion. Confusion healed. That's part of what those criminals are doing when they're IME. They're causing confusion and chaos. So how'd they get the price of gas down? How do they do that? It's like $1 cheaper or something. Unfeared. I don't know if they got operators around me or not. I just felt fear just go poof, hit me upside the head. What? What? Who that? It's a projection. Fear is a projection. It's a metaphysical. You an operator? It's probably just rolling around. Actually, if I had somebody with me, I'd have them Google a couple things. So I'm getting things I got to look up, like a woman. Where's my woman? Gods are angry in your world, but God's not angry. But God has to neutralize the threat. So this weird thing starting with Elon is like going to be weird. The politics of defamation. Well, the problem is when you get into that battle, what it's trying to do is destroy the reality of defamation. Again, Nazis are Nazis. Well, there's a push to act like it doesn't exist. What I think the Republicans are doing is trying to dumb down that entire thing to say it's only politics, that it's not really happening. Trying to get some of that swing vote, but it's a dangerous action. I mean, it'd be better if you just got rid of those people, or actually, the fact is, the Republican Party helped create those people with Trump. It expanded white supremacy and notions of white supremacy, as if nobody's effing off the people of color. Now, some people of color do F off others, and if people of color effed off the white people more than the white people F off the people of color, then I would probably side with the other side. So again, it's just based in what's actually in reality, I guess is the best way to say it. 100%. Now, of course, the majority of people of color have no clue what I'm speaking about. Okay. Because they're not awake. Because awoke is not awake. Unless it is, again. That's cool. What are those blue lights up there? Get nice blue lights on your over here by Prairie Vista. on your light, what is it, traffic signals. It's a weird energy here. This all needs to get healed. I haven't traveled down this way that much. I guess it's 75th, right? Past Metcalf going towards Missouri. Evil spirits. I got a confirmation. Juniper. I don't see anything else right now. They're trying to trigger the previous torture. That's why they changed the plates up. Prairie Village Police. High intensity patrol here. We're not scorpions. You got to really something's wrong with the speed limit here. It says evil spirits. You really got to struggle to keep the speed limit here. Actually, there goes somebody. Slow down! You're speeding! High intensity patrol! At least I think this is the speed limit. So again, that's another thing. If you lose track of the speed limit, then there's something wrong with the road also. So Superman, he has a Superman life. He's a Native American, many type of dancer, and a musician. I guess he's a chicken dancer and a ghost dancer. And some other dancers. But he doesn't know reality. I mean, he's saying the stuff that's cool, but it's not real because he lives such a good life. He thinks that he's in control of it. It's Satan's illusion. 100%. I mean, I guess his early life wasn't that good. But then again, it probably was. Again, you could be in a bad situation and it'd be better for you than it would be someone else. Right? His life turned out pretty good. Right. Make sure. what he's like, control your mind. You do not have to respond to anything. Oh yeah, Mister Good Life. Well, the other Native Americans are like, yeah, you got to drink this gallon of booze to even feel okay. Who you fooling? The yoga guy of Native American chicken dancers. Yeah, it's really the reality. It's all metaphysical. Wait, I got to move out from behind this Marine Corps trailer. Heal in the name of Jesus. Stay peaceful. Praise God in all that you do.